Welcome to Short View Trends, your morning market hit for Monday, 5th of June. It's around 9:30 a.m. London time. And what matters for markets on a 1 to 2 week basis, that's what we want to dig into in this video. In particular, if you're a trader of S&P equity index futures or other equity index futures, what do you need to look at when you think about this market on that swing trading 1 to 2 week time frame? Well, it looks like after months of trying, the S&P 500 finally broke out above that 4,200 resistance level at the back end of last week. As you can see on the chart that we're putting up in front of you, we initially made that level in early February this year and then tested it many times over the last month or two, finally breaking out at the back end of last week. Now, what drove that? Well, it looks like the debt ceiling resolution is what drove that push higher. As you can see from the one-year CDS price we're putting up in front of you, and by the way, CDS price is the cost of insuring, in this instance, government debt on a one-year basis. That price spiked aggressively during the struggles and the challenges of the debt ceiling discussions and came down sharply last week as it looked as though those debt ceiling negotiations were coming to fruition and a conclusion as they did. So they're now resolved, those hedges are unwound, and that's helped push risk assets higher as people have moved money back into risk assets on the back of that resolution of that issue. So the market's breaking out to the upside. It's encouraging for many of the bulls, and it's doing it on broadening breadth. In fact, if you divide the market into three areas, so take the S&P 500 and take in, on the one hand, all the long duration growth sectors like tech and some of the other communication services and so on. Secondly, then the cyclical areas of the market, materials, energy, consumer discretionary and so on. And then finally, the defensive. So if you divide the S&P 500 into those three areas, distinctive areas, you can see, as this chart shows you, over the last few days, there's been a broadening of sector participation. It hasn't just been about tech and AI and a narrow market. It's broadened as the cyclicals have got involved in this rally in the last few days. And indeed, you can see that if you look at a breadth analysis, a classic NYSE advanced decline line picked up aggressively in the last few trading sessions. So the market breadth is broadening. It's breaking through key levels. And it's asking the question, therefore, how much more potential upside is there? Or indeed, is this a false breakout? Is it we're just a flash rally on the back of the unwinding of those hedges and the resolution of the debt ceiling and a last gasp upside? Or is it that the market's moving towards the top end of its uptrend channel that's been in place since October? As you can see on the chart in front of you now, that would get it up to around 4,380, 4,400, something like that, the top end of that channel. So that's the key debate. And to see how we're playing it, please see today's daily rag, available to subscribers via the website, or you should be emailed it in your inbox. Or if you're interested in a free trial, please click on the link below. We'll send you this product for free for a bunch of trading sessions so you can get a feel on how we go about implementing 1 to 2 week recommendations, swing trader recommendations on equity index futures. So what are we watching this week? Well, we've got some more policy decisions, more second line banks, if you like, the RBA out of Australia, the Canadian and the Indian central banks. So not the Fed or the ECB, but still interesting to watch a lot of what these guys get up to. On top of that, we've got Christine Lagarde speaking later today, Monday, laying out perhaps where the ECB is likely to go. There's a lot of debate about whether or not we're peaking out on rates and rate hikes in Western central banks. On top of that, there's some key Chinese data, including inflation at the back end of this week. And then out of the States, probably the key data point is ISM services later on today, Monday. So that's it from us. That's your morning market hit for Monday, 5th of June. Thank you for listening. Please do subscribe to these videos on YouTube. Simply click on the subscribe button or follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and or Facebook. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, trade well.